President, meantime, Vladimir Putin, he's offering to help shed light on what President Trump did or did not say during a meeting in the Oval Office with Russian diplomats last week. He also apparently is relishing in what he calls America's political schizophrenia. Tonight, Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen looks at how talk of Russia is the talk of this town.
Do you still have the same level of confidence in President Trump that you had on inauguration day?
Our job is to get the facts and to be sober about doing that.
Do you think the Russians were bugging the Oval Office?
I would have no way to know that.
Mr. President, did you share classified intelligence with the Russians?
To a degree no one could have predicted a year ago, Russia dominates American bandwidth. Who met with Kremlin agents during the campaign? Who said what to whom about sanctions? Who leaked what to which news agency? Who's recused himself from a Russia probe? Whether those Russia probes triggered the firing of the FBI director, whether classified data was shared by President Trump with Sergei Lavrov. For this metastasizing legion of allegations and investigations, with its attendant creeping paralysis on the executive, the Congress, intelligence and law enforcement agencies, Russia's president offered his own diagnosis.
We see that political schizophrenia is developing in the United States, and I cannot find any other explanation to accusations that President Trump revealed some secrets to Lavrov.
Russia must be laughing up their sleeves, the president tweeted last Thursday, watching as the U.S. tears itself apart over a Democrat excuse for losing the election.
How is the U.S. tearing itself apart?
Well, I think obviously this has been a subject that comes up over and over again when it's been very clearly stated on multiple occasions that there's no collusion that occurred, and yet this narrative continues to be perpetuated.
Whether the Kremlin sought to sow chaos in Washington, Moscow can look upon Washington's fever with only limited satisfaction. After all, the Trump administration launched airstrikes on Russia's client state, Syria, and left in place the very sanctions pivotal to the firing of National Security Advisor Michael Flynn.
How many more children have to die before Russia cares?
America's UN ambassador has also forcefully confronted Moscow at the Security Council. Angela Stent, a veteran of the State Department and the National Intelligence Council, thinks the great focus on Russia has complicated any détente with Moscow Donald Trump may have planned.
Because all of these Russia investigations that we have going on has meant that the President Trump and those around him who believed that it was time to have a new relationship with Russia, that they've had to postpone this and delay it.
Indeed, as things now stand, Vladimir Putin will be among the last major leaders that President Trump will meet with since taking office. The schedule looks like the two will not sit down face to face until July. Brett?
James, thank you.